this is going to be a nail update and also me just dyeing my hair blue. I mean, currently it's like an aqua colour, but it's faded quite a lot, so I'm just going to dye it blue. I'm using Truly Blue hair dye from Colour Freedom, which is what I always use. I always use Colour Freedom because people tend to think I use Live, which is a brand in the UK, which is bad because it tests on animals. I used to use Live and I found out they test on animals, and because I'm vegetarian I didn't approve of that, so I stopped using them, and I've been using this brand for a long time anyway. It's a really great brand. So your hair has to be towel dried for that to be able to work, but I'm not going to bleach my hair yet, the roots. I'm going to leave those until later on because my sister's getting married on 17th November, so I'm going to leave it to around there to do. I just learnt, actually, something I didn't know, but I want to put more of this in actually. Something I just learnt is that I never really read the leaflet on this before. It says to do the fringe in the front of your hair last, which makes sense because every time I've ever done this, I've always had, the front has always been darker. It's probably because I do it first, so I'm going to try and avoid doing that and see if it all comes out the same colour. Might not do, who knows. But I think I want to talk about my nails as well, because they've all snapped except for that one. They're all completely short, and yeah, the nail varnish doesn't come off. They were very short. Obviously, the shortest one is that one because it snapped. That was very long, if you remember, it snapped. That one was my longest. It was like here, that snapped. My thumbs have both snapped as well. So all my nails have snapped. And the ones that were longer, like these ones, have all got shorter and stuff, and it's really annoying me. I kind of actually want to get rid of that one because I can't cope with the fact that that's long and the others aren't. I like them all to be the same length-ish. The reason why they're all snapped is because I do dance and it's very intense, and you know there's a lot of like movement and stuff. You have to put your hands on the floor and stuff like that all the time, so that's why that's happened. I feel like people don't seem to grasp that. They're like, look after your nails. I'm like, it doesn't matter how well I look after my nails, you know. You put pressure on them. Like, if you if I put my hand on the floor, you can't really tell, but that nail is like, that would be touching the floor if I had my hand on the floor right now. You know, and it like puts pressure on it. I can't. That's what happened to this one. There's nothing I can do about that. It just happens. You know, I don't choose that. That's just the way it works. So it's not my fault that my nails snap all the time. Because people make it seem like I'm really careless with them, and I'm not. I just live my everyday life. But it's really inconvenient not having long nails. Like my thumbs, I'm really struggling with because I use my thumb nails for everything, like untying shoelaces and stuff. And I don't have those currently, and that's really bad. I don't know why I'm starting on this side, but I guess we are. I don't know if this. I've never used this one before. I've used the purple one, which fades to this colour, what this colour is supposed to turn out like eventually after a few washes. But I've never straight up used this blue. It's called Truly Blue. I've never used it before, but it looks very bright, which I'm glad. That's what we're going for. We're going for a bright. Because the other colour I used is Tropical Aqua, but I ran out of that, and I was like, I want to re-dye it, but so I don't get bored of blue, I like to do different variants of it. If you remember last time I put some Tropical Aqua with that pink one that I have, which I still have, I haven't used any more of the pink one. I will do eventually, but just not yet. This is fun. I'm so terrible at dyeing my hair. I am awful at it, but I try my best. Sometimes. Right. Yeah, I think my nails probably would be long again until, which I think everybody's here for. I think everybody's here for my nails, but they probably won't be long again for another like 6 months. But maybe it's interesting to see how they grow. I don't know. It depends. They take ages to grow. I don't know about other people. I don't know how long other people's nails take to grow. It might take a long time, I think. I think it's longer than most people's, but I'm not sure why that is. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, or... But I don't bite my nails, so at least I know that they're healthier than a lot of people's, because I know so many people who bite their nails. They just can't be asked to cut them, or they don't have long nails, they just bite them. It's like, no, don't do that. It's horrible. You know, like, I guess some people do it for stress, but still, I don't know why you'd want to bite your nails. Ooh. I always miss out a patch like around this area, so I'm gonna try and like overdo that bit and see. I'm not really going underneath yet. I will do, but just not right now. Like, I could probably go through with my like hands and do that bit a bit more. I've almost used all this already that I put in here, and I put loads in. It's kind of messy, but I don't really care. Like, I don't have like a routine. I don't really care if it's patchy, as long as it's all kind of like one colour. I'm not really bothered. I can always like go over bits if I don't like it and stuff, so it doesn't really matter to me. Just put loads more dye in. It's great. I don't think there's any more of that tropical aqua at all. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look. But I honestly think it's all gone, so I don't think I have to worry about using the rest of this. Feels empty. When you're weak. Is this gonna come off, or is it just gonna keep turning? I don't think it's gonna come off somehow. I mean, it's looked like it was starting to. I got one tiny bit just come out of it. Like one little tiny bit to come out of there. Oh, a little tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. I just think I might as well just use it. I mean, it's not gonna make a massive difference to the overall colour. It actually looks darker. That's really weird. It genuinely looks darker than the rest. Interesting. Yeah, it does. That's really weird. It looks darker. Obviously, I know that it isn't really, because it was a very bright colour, which is why I'm interested to see what this goes. But this colour I'm using now definitely seems very purple based, whereas that one was green based, so that's interesting. I thought I had it on my face then, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, not again. Always happens. Let me just... I'm going to put more blue in, actually. I'm definitely going to probably use loads of this. I already know that's going to happen. Oh, I've got it on my hands now. I should have put the gloves on first, but I didn't. Oh well. So I'm going to do the rest of my hair now, and we'll see what it looks like when I am finished.